At Healthcare Partners Medical Group, our mission is to provide the highest quality of healthcare to each and every patient. With 5 locations in Pahrump, we are local doctors you know and trust. We want to thank you for choosing us. Quality care starts here.
Welcome back. Our very own Deanna O'Donnell brings you your news across Nevada.
Labor unions are unhappy with the Republican Assembly bill that changes Nevada's prevailing wage and overtime pay laws. About 200 union workers and supporters converged on the legislative grounds in protest hours after the Assembly Government Affairs Committee considered AB 318. The bill allows workers to work more than 8 hours per day without overtime pay, so long as their weekly hours don't exceed 40. For current taxpayer-funded public works projects, the state must pay a prevailing wage and certain benefits for projects over $100,000. This bill changes that threshold to $1.5 million. Prevailing wage is an industry minimum wage set by the State Labor Commission each year. A recovery in housing has helped lift the economy this year and is finally restoring some of the wealth lost during the Great Recession. The year-over-year rise in home prices reported by the Standard & Poor's Case-Shiller 20-City Index was the fastest since 2006. Prices rose in all 20 cities, and 8 markets posted double-digit increases, including some of the hardest hit during the crisis. Prices rose 23.2% in Phoenix, 17.5% in San Francisco, and 15.3% in Las Vegas. The strength in home prices has far from erased all the damage from the crisis. Home sales nationwide are still at 29% below their peak reached in August of 2006. Sales of new homes cooled off in February to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 411,000. That's down from January's pace of 431,000, which was the fastest since September of 2008. But February's pace is still better than every other month since April of 2010, when a temporary home buying tax credit was boosting sales. Sales at 12.3% higher than a year ago. A bill introduced Monday in the Nevada Senate would authorize Nevada sportsbooks to take bets on the outcome of federal elections. SB 418, introduced by the Senate Judiciary Committee, would allow partial mutual wagering on elections for President, U.S. Senate, and the House of Representatives. They say betting could boom state gambling revenues. The Las Vegas Democrats add that other countries allow wagers on elections, and it's time Nevada starts thinking outside the box. Backers of a bill to allow employees of school districts and Nevada's higher education system to carry guns on campus if they have a concealed weapon permit say the issue is about responding quickly to imminent threats. But opponents counter having more guns would make campuses less safe. They add that there are already procedures for employees with permits to ask for permission from administrators to carry guns under special circumstances. No action was taken Monday by the Senate Judiciary Committee on SB 223. The committee also heard 2 other bills to change concealed weapon permits. SB 226 would allow people with permits to have it listed on their driver's licenses. SB 137 would abolish permits allowing anyone to carry a concealed firearm. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. That's your news across Nevada.
Folks, do you want to enjoy the benefits of early retirement? This last week, Deanna O'Donnell spoke to author John Nagel about his new how-to book.
The title of the book is Don't Let the System Tell You When to Retire.
What does that mean exactly?
Well, it's exactly what it says. It's about the system not dictating when you retire, about you being an active participant in when you retire.
Generally, people retire at 65 years old, right?
Yes, exactly. One of the things that inspired me to write this book is we have a lot of pension reform going on in the nation. I was actually in a pension program that suddenly they changed the rules midstream. It was like 18 plus years of service, and then all of a sudden, I have to work a few extra years, they told me. I didn't think that was quite fair. So I think this is a great opportunity, there's a great timing to release this book so that people can take an active part of their retirement and not rely solely on a system that may or may not be there for them.
You ended up retiring early, right?
That's correct, in my 40s.
So how did you do that? It's all in the book?
Yes, the book is my comprehensive plan of how to build a diversified, conservative portfolio that will give you life choices, whether you wish to retire in your 40s, whether you wish to work part-time at a certain age, whether you wish to maybe take a few years off or just build wealth. This book has the information for you to do that. And I'd like to stress that this is not theory. This is a true story. This is what I did, and I wasn't born into wealth. And, it just takes a little dedication, and if I did it, I'm sure a lot of other folks can do it.
A lot of people lost all their retirement when the economy collapsed. Is this going to help them?
Indeed. In fact, there is a section in my book specifically just about that. In that period of time, my strategies that I devised over decades, I gained, I did not lose. I didn't lose any principal. My amount went up. So this book is really a book that has weathered the storms. It's been through different economical cycles, different interest rate environments, different political administrations, and it's done well in all sorts of things.
So how can people get your book?
Well, they can get it on Amazon.com, just like you buy any other book, and it's also available on CreateSpace.com. Or if you want, you can email me and I can help you out. John C. Nagel, with no H, John, Jon, at yahoo.com. And also, if you have the book, consequently, too, there's another email address in there if you want to write me for support, if you have questions about the book. I also wanted to mention there's a book signing, if I may, on May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, on Sunday at 11 a.m. at the 160 Coffee House, which is right across from the Saddle West Hotel on the same side of the street. And
People can pick up the book there too as well?
absolutely, yeah. And stop by, and I'll be signing books, and I'll be glad to answer any questions that might come up.
And that's once again May 5th at what time?
11 a.m.
The High Desert Chorale opened their 11th season last week at the Pahrump Nugget with a spring concert.
It's a community choir. Anybody in the community is invited to join us. If you like to sing, we'd love to have you.
Tonight here at the Pahrump Nugget, you had your springtime concert. Let's talk a little bit about that. Tell me your little choices of what songs that you decided to play tonight.
Well, I had to do a lot of choosing from present music that was in our library because of budgetary reasons. And it turned out that I found a lot of nice pieces that were from musicals, Broadway, and some movies.
You're going to be starting up again in September for the Christmas show.
Yes, for the Christmas concert, and we will be doing some portions of Handel's Messiah.
I heard that you might have a couple churches get together as well.
Well, we'll just invite anybody who would like to come and sing.
So people, if they want to join the High Desert Chorale, how can they do that?
Well, they can contact the PAC office, and they'll get a hold of me, and then I will get a hold of the individual.
18 and over, and you guys practice at Rosemary Clark Middle School.
Yes, practice at Rosemary Clark Middle School. We will start off with having sectional rehearsals, so everybody won't be there. We'll be at different places, but so if somebody out there wants to join us, contact us so that you will know where to go if you want to join us in September when we start up again.
And there was another spring concert held this last week, and we'll hear more about that when we come back.